Feed a Loon. I'm Chris.
And I'm Wesley.
My often stuffed loon.
Yeah, totally.
He's stuffed all the time. No, I mean, so am I.
For the most part, I think that's a chapter in my book.
I'm
stuffed.
Well, boy, am I stuffed. Boy, am I starving, and now I'm stuffed.
Guess what? We're going to do something stuffed today.
I know, you never would have figured out that. So and we're doing Italian.
Yes.
Italian.
We almost gave him the title.
We almost did. Let's give it to him. We did. Well, almost.
Yeah.
We're doing Italian stuffed shells. Shells.
Love it.
We're breaking out of our shell, and we are doing these beautiful jumbo shells, and we are going to stuff them. This is classic Italian fare, and it's just one of my favorites, and it's so good. You were going to love it.
It's the best. It's the best.
It is really awesome. So let's jump
Look
right
at
into
us.
this.
We're very patriotic today.
Let's jump right into this, shall we? Okay. So it's Italian American, so might as well. Okay. So now, as I mentioned, these are jumbo shells. Now these you can find in the dried pasta section of most well-stocked supermarkets. If you just can't, and I'll give a link to where you can order these, but if you just can't, we talked about this, you could do these as like lasagna roll-ups, just get this filling and roll it up and treat them the same way. But see if you can find these shells, because they're really a treat. Okay.
Those are awesome.
So what we did, we just got to cook these, and you can do this well in advance. What I did was I got a nice big pot of water. I salted it liberally, and then it was boiling, and then I added. You're going to need anywhere from, depending on the size of your dish, but this
10 to 16.
Well, this recipe really comfortably makes 16.
Okay.
Then you're going to want to probably throw in a few extra just in case some break.
Right.
Or if you want to, stretch these really out and not stuff them as much, you can do more.
Right.
And it's up to you.
But we like to stuff them.
Imagine that. We really love to stuff them.
Yeah.
So it's up to you if you want to serve these as an appetizer or as an entree. They're great either way.
Yes.
I served these to my parents the other night, and they were like, "These are so good. If I had these as an appetizer, I'd fill up on them." So anyway, okay, enough of that. So then I put the shells into the boiling water. Just let them go for what the package says, which is typically about 12 minutes. You want them to be nice and al dente, but you definitely want them to be cooked. You don't want them to be overly rubbery.
Right.
And then what I do is I just drain them, and then I put them in a nice sized bowl like this, and then I just toss a little olive oil in there, and then use very carefully, you don't want to break them up, just get them coated with that oil, and then that way they can stay for several hours. They're not going to dry out. That oil is going to keep them nice and moist and good to go. So now they are stuffed with a combination of a meat filling and cheese.
The cheese.
It's everything good that we love about Italian cooking.
Yes.
So let's talk about that first.
So I'm gonna put together a cheese mixture, and in this bowl I've got 6 ounces of ricotta cheese.
Ricotta, and I would say go with a whole milk here if you can.
Wow. Okay, and then we also have an egg. So we're going to mix these together real quick. Just get a good start on this.
So you incorporate the egg into the ricotta.
Yes.
And when you say ricotta, you've got to roll your R's. And because it just doesn't taste the same if you don't do that.
I love it. Actually, my shirt looks like an Italian tablecloth.
It really does. It's almost blinding. Okay, so now
we've got the egg in here. Now we're going to add a cup of mozzarella.
So I've been making this for a number of years, and I've made it with smoked mozzarella before, which is a delicious flavor. And if you like smoked mozzarella, I would highly recommend doing it.
Yeah.
It has a pretty pronounced flavor to it. You taste that smoke essence, and or sometimes I'll do half mozzarella, half smoked mozzarella. But who wants to go to the store and buy two things? But with this one, we're just going with good old whole milk mozzarella.
Yes, and then we've got half a cup of some Parmesan.
Some grated Parmesan. So he's going to mix all that. Oh, I should have had, while I was doing this, you could have been mixing. But anyway, let me tell you now how I got this beautiful, beautiful meat mixture. It all starts, this right here, this meat, let me just tell you, this is Italian sausage, but it's chicken. Chicken Italian sausage. So we're going a little healthy here.
A little bit.
We're doing our flexitarian, like we like to say.
Yes.
But of course, chicken sausage, if you've got a meat market that has it, it's great. You can find them at a lot of the kind of the more, like a Whole Foods or a Central Market if you live in that part of the country.
They're actually a lot easier to come by nowadays.
They are. Or you can use just regular pork Italian sausage. That's great too. But anyway. anyway, so what I've done, I got a nice sized skillet, and then I added 3 tablespoons of olive oil, got that nice and heated up, and then I added a beautiful trinity of vegetables. I added a cup of chopped onion, a cup of chopped green bell pepper, and a cup of chopped celery. I put that in there and just stir that around, cook that until it's nice and soft and translucent, and that's going to be about 5 minutes. And it's going to start to brown a little bit, that's okay. And then we're going to add 2 cloves that I finely minced, and just add that in there and let that stir. It doesn't take long, about 30 seconds for it to get aromatic and well incorporated. Now we're going to add our chicken sausage. So they typically are going to come like sausage links, and or not like, they are sausage links. So I just dump. You need 12 ounces, so that's usually about 3 nice sized links. So just put the meat in there, and what I do is I get just a sharp knife. Be careful, and just cut that casing right off of there, and then just remove it and dump it in there. And then just use a big like wooden spoon to kind of start to break it apart. Sometimes I get 2 spoons, to help me break it apart, but it'll cook, and it takes about 5 to 8 minutes for it to really get cooked through. And the smell by this point is amazing. But we're not done. Now we're really going to amp the flavor up. So we're going to use we're going to add a tablespoon of chopped fresh basil. We're going to use a tablespoon of chopped fresh parsley, and then we're going to use a tablespoon of chopped fresh rosemary. Okay, and then we're going to do a teaspoon of, I love kosher salt, and then a half a teaspoon of freshly ground pepper. Stir that around. Now, you may be saying, I don't know, there's so many fresh herbs. I don't know if I've got it. I don't have that in my pantry.
Yeah.
You can use dried.
Dry.
That's no problem.
Go with the dried.
If you're going to use dried, then instead of using a tablespoon, use a teaspoon. Okay? So now we're going to cook that for about another minute until it's nice and just fragrant and it smells so good. Then I'm going to transfer it, take it off the heat, transfer it to a bowl. If it's too hot, let it cool for a second. If you're going to put it into a glass bowl like this. And then you need to let this cool for just a little bit. I just stick it in the fridge for like 10 minutes, because if you put this cheese mixture that the Loon so craftily put together into that, it would just really melt it and get too melty. Now, you guys,
look at that deliciousness.
You're going to be watching this at home and thinking, all right, hurry up, finish, because I got to go to the store
I need
and
to
make
go get
this.
some shells.
I got to break out of my shell and make this. Okay.
That looks great.
Isn't this amazing? So now.
Hold on, you missed some cheese.
Oh, that's a cardinal sin in this house, I tell you. Okay.
Don't miss the cheese.
Oh my God, the cheese.
So now he's mixing that up. I'm gonna, before he starts stuffing those shells, we've got a nice, great little serving dish here, and this marinara sauce.
So this
marinara is gold.
So this is homemade marinara. The beauty of this is you can make this well in advance. You can make this like a month in advance and freeze it. But this is my homemade marinara. You've probably seen us talk about it. Hopefully you've made it before.
Yeah.
It's easy. It is the real deal. It is so delicious. Of course, you can get some good quality store-bought marinara. That's no problem either, if that's what you want to do.
Right.
But he's going to line the bottom of that with I'd say that's probably anywhere from a cup to 2 cups of sauce. Okay. Now it's time to do what we came here to do, and that's stuff some shells.
Stuff them here. Go over here. Put that over here.
Oh, thank you for
do that so people can
he's
see
my
it.
He's my director apparently. Okay. So anyway, you just stuff them, and we love to, of course, like Wesley said, get them good and stuffed. Really fill them up. And this amount is going to, if you fill them nice and full like that, you're going to get easily 16 stuffed shells. Okay.
Fabulous.
So now we're going to just take that Loon.
Yes,
you want to
make
sure you got clean hands, of course. And I'm just going to keep doing that until we have filled that vessel up with these stuffed shells. And if I can get these little shells
in there, and then once we fill this up, we're going to turn on our oven to what is it?
We've done that. We've preheated our oven.
That's why my butt's warm.
Is that right? So we preheated our oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and once we've got this filled up, we're going to cover it with foil, and this comes together really quickly. It's just going to roast or bake for like 12 minutes. We take that foil off, and we want the tops to kind of brown a little bit. It goes for just another 10 minutes, and then, folks, it's eating time.
Yes. Can't wait.
my God, I feel like we're in Little Italy in New
love
York City.
it.
It just smells
It does.
so
It
good.
smells so good.
So as I direct planes here, let me tell you again what we did. So I failed to mention it earlier. Before we put the foil on, really important, you want to add a little
marinara.
like a tablespoon or so of marinara. Just kind of put a layer of marinara over each shell, and then top
and then a little
it.
sprinkle of Parmesan cheese.
Sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese to all of them, and then just loosely, don't smash it down in there because you'll mess up your shells. Just loosely layer it with a piece of foil, and then put it in the oven.
Yeah.
And so we let it go for 12 minutes, and then I open the oven, and then just very carefully just remove that foil, and then I let it go for like another 10 to 11 minutes. What you want it to do is just to start to really get bubbly, and that's going to allow that top to kind of brown a little bit.
Love it.
So we're ready.
Yes.
Yay. This is the, oh my gosh. That always fogs up my glasses. Oh, doesn't that look amazing?
My. Yeah.
I could just sit here and look at this and smell it, but no, I need to eat it. It really is.
Gorgeous.
It's just amazing.
All right, well, let's do it. I'm
this,
going to
baby.
actually put a little bit of the marinara on each of our plates.
Oh, yes.
Just as a bed. A nice little bed of marinara.
It's like a bed of roses, but better. Okay, now I'm going to bring this over for you, Looney.
Okay.
You want one or two?
Let's just do one, right?
Okay. All right. All right.
I will eat two.
I know you will. Two? I thought like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to be.
Oh, I see.
I'll probably have one.
He's so demure, the Loon. Okay.
Y'all, look how adorable that is.
Don't you love your food to be adorable?
And, you know, I'm a cheese lover.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just
definitely
gonna do-
pass it. We love to pass it with your leftover marinara so people can do what Wesley just did. And then top it with a little more cheese because,
There you go.
It's cheese.
Cheese it up, people. Cheese it up.
We like things cheesy around here in case you haven't noticed.
Okay, here we go. We're going to get right in there.
I'm really excited about this. This is,
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
Italian and pasta.
Look,
And
look.
it's just, you're going to have to blow on that. It's nice and piping hot.
I think I'm not going to try and stick all of that in my mouth.
Well.
At one point I would have.
Another working title for his memoir. Okay.
Oh, a little marinara on there.
Oh, good and tomato. Oh. And that chicken, I'm so excited. Don't we all like, I know you do, and I do too, we all taste it through his like experience.
Oh, that is so wonderful.
Isn't it?
Oh, I love this. This is not an appetizer. This could be my
I
meal.
think so. You serve it, you could serve it with other pasta, and
Yeah.
or like a little, I don't know, chicken piccata.
And I love the chicken.
The chicken. I know it's
sausage.
a great, and the Italian sausage, chicken sausage. It's really good. Serve it with some crusty bread and some green leaf lettuce, and you're gonna think you're in Little Italy.
Or and a little bit of basil in there.
And parsley and rosemary.
That's what I'm tasting. I'm tasting a little rosemary in there too.
Yeah, she gets in there every now and then.
All right. Well.
Okay, you're gonna have to. You've got a job to do.
Yeah, this is 100% Loon approved.
Yes. Don't keep eating.
I was trying to think of what else is wonderful about this dish.
Just everything. I mean, it's got the fresh vegetables. It's got
and
the
the
herbs.
cheese.
And what about the marinara?
Oh, the marinara, please.
I mean, homemade marinara. Hello, folks. I'm so excited.
That shell. I like it because it's a little thicker of a pasta.
Yeah, it is.
So good.
Oh, it really. That is just,
Yes.
you guys.
That's comfort food. That is Italian comfort
It
food.
really is.
Wow.
We need a bottle of red wine.
That's right.
Oh, my
now, you
gosh.
can get this recipe on howtofeedaloon.com.
Oh.
I'm eating my whole shell. You should have given me 2.
He's really come out of his shell, I'll tell you that one. So anyway, go to our social media, like us, share us, do all of that great stuff because it means a lot to us.
Yeah.
And you mean so much to us.
Yeah.
And you guys, you saw how easy this was. It's perfect. I guarantee you it'll be a family favorite.
It is so good.
And it's great for dinner parties. Whenever we
Yes.
can have dinner parties. And so anyway, we'll love you. Eat Italian food as much as you can.
Yes, yes.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, guys. Now, if you want to be a part of the Loon Fun, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit that little bell icon so you won't miss a single recipe.
That's right. Oh, and speaking of recipes, if you want another amazing recipe like this, then just click right here.
Yeah, click.
Click.
Subscribe.
It's so much fun.